Oh 07 everybody, welcome to Solo Piracy and Commentary with Mr Spaxi. This is a new project that I'm starting out, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so this is the first fight. It's in Dal. I've just done Dalk after some repairs and I'm warping myself to one of the plexes. I'm not sure if anything is there, so I'm just gonna descan. And once I do that, I notice that there's a Molus on long scan, but it's not on short. So what I do is activate the gate in case he's coming, and then I start scanning out again. I want to see where he is, if he's in warp to me. And it turns out to be that he actually is in warp to me, and I see him on short scanner. So now what I want to do is pause the clip and talk about the thought process behind this fight. So you can guess whether the Molus is gonna be fit with dams, with an afterburner or a micro warp drive. Really, you can guess anything, and it can go either way. But what you can know about the Molus is that it's a very squishy ship. It won't be able to tank itself a lot without gimping either its utility or its defenses. And its main DPS is gonna be coming from the drones. I believe a Molus has 4 drones. So since he's coming into me inside a Plex, what I want to do is orbit the beacon at 500 so I can be as close to him as possible when he comes in, and switch to close range ammo, which I do. I added out my default orbit and my keeper range to 500, and then I wait for him to come in. So I'm gonna start the clip again. So what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for him to come. I don't think it's gonna be long. Okay, here I am switching ammo, changing the distances. And once he comes in, I don't really care about his drones. He should be squishy enough for me to be able to take him out with ignoring the drones. I don't really care about the drones if I can kill him fast enough. So he comes in, I orbit him, lock him up, and then I look at him to see what kind of high slots he's got. So he's got railguns, orbit is good, but then he starts tracking disrupting me. And if you noticed, as soon as I saw the tracking disruptor on my HUD, I switched to keep a range, because I'm confident I can kill him while standing still faster than he can kill me. And that's what happens. I didn't even want to use my ancillary, pretty much waste of nanite paste. But that's it. That's it for the first fight. Next fight should be a very interesting fight, so stick around. Okay, so for the second fight we have a Tormentor fight that ended up with me attempting to ransom his pod. So I see a Tormentor inside a Plex and I warp to it. And I know that he's gonna be waiting for me at 0, so I just overheat my afterburner, and as soon as I land I just move away as fast as I can. The game plan is in here is to have him send out his drones at me first, so I can destroy his drones and pull off like 35 to 50 DPS from him, and that should enable me to survive the fight long enough. In fact, he forgets about his drones until some moment, and then once he sends them out, the drones actually die pretty fast, and now the fight is on. So at first I want to feel out his damage, so I just maintain distance of 7 kilometers and shoot him with null. But I immediately recognize that it's a bad decision. So what I want to do next is get under his guns, because lasers have worse tracking than neutron blasters do. So if I can get under his guns and orbit him at 500, I should be able to take him out without losing my ship. So that happens. I'm moving closer, and what you need to remember during these fights is there's not much you can do, so might as well focus on some other things like descanning your surroundings in case something else comes in or not. It doesn't. The Tormentor goes down because it can't track me well enough, and then I managed to nab his pod, and the ransom starts, so I'm gonna let the clip play out without me saying anything. So this is it for the first commentary, people. I'd like to hear your opinion. Any criticism is rather welcome. So feel free either to mail me in game or drop a comment down below. In case you were wondering, the music in the background is from Eve Radio. After this poor ransom attempt, I'd say, I have a bonus clip for you, where you're gonna hear some sexy British voices of Mr. Tibbs and Johnny, as well as something that can happen very often while you're roaming, where you just run into an abandoned battlefield with a lot of ESC in it. Hope you've enjoyed the first video, and subscribe and like if you appreciate what I'm doing. Later.
It can't go in there, I'm in a catalyst. I think the way we're going to have to do it is Vengeance goes in for tackle and we follow very quickly. In system, so
yeah, and get it nailed. Who's this Tanner?
Orville warp into Egmore.
He's a friend of mine. He's been flying with us a few times, mate.
I recognise the name from somewhere.
Yeah, he lives in Gom.
Okay.
He was member of was it the Rifterlings? I'm not really sure who always lived in Gom.
He's been in Biohazard and he's been in Snig. Neither of those things are particularly...
He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Doomstar Requiem, yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Alright, I'm in Egmore.
walk the Golem Gate, jump in.
Alright.
It's always nice to find a battlefield with 20 mil loot.